begin today's session by thinking about our own lives. We all have achieved so much. Property, fame, titles, education, family, relationships. After achieving all of this, is there something else that we all wish to have in our lives? So I want each one of you to take a moment of silence and reflect upon your own life and think, what is that one other thing that I wish to have in my life? It's not what others want you to have it, it's not what the world wants you to achieve, but it's what you want to have in your life. Anyone? Happiness. Very good. Health. Awesome.
Peace of mind.
Peace. Three very big things that I guess.
Positivity.
Positivity, yes. These are very good, all very good answers. So we want happiness, we want peace, we want positivity, we want health, right? Where is it going to come from? Did we ever think? I want it, thinking someone else will give it to me. It will come from outside. And the other person is thinking the same, that he or she also wants happiness, peace and health, and it will come from me. So we all are asking for these wonderful things and thinking that it will come to us. And if we all keep waiting, will we ever achieve it? Let's try to understand this in depth. Think about it, that when we are not in a good mood and we're not having a very good day, and some irritation, some anger, some frustration we are experiencing, and we get upset at another person, get very angry at the other person. At that time, if someone takes our blood pressure, you'll see that the BP starts to rise. Whose BP will rise? The person who I'm scolding or the person who is scolding? Whose BP will go up? Now, how does this work? That whatever we give to the other person, first what are we doing? We create that within us. And that's when it starts to radiate out of us to the other person. And it has the impact on us first. We are giving it to us first. Now, we said we want peace, we want happiness, we want positivity. Can we create that? Can we create that, and then when we give it to the other person, we manifest that within us? This is where yoga helps us. That how can we manifest these qualities? It reminds us of who we are. Peace, health, 5 things, okay? Peace, health, power, purity, and happiness are the 5 qualities of Atman, spirit, that we are born with. Now when we have this higher knowledge, then we don't say we want this. We have it. Just be aware, we are born with it. All we have to do is always live with that awakened thought that we are born with it. We have it. Now we don't wish for it. We are not expecting all of this to come from some person or some pilgrimage. It's already within us. We have to know. And then what else we have to do? Every action that we do, make sure that you use this ingredient in every interaction, in every action, in every thought, in every deed. And when you start using these ingredients as our original qualities of soul, the more you use them, the more they become part of you. Then I don't say I want peace. What do you say? I am peace. Then you don't say I want happiness. Then what do you say? I am happiness. Then you don't say I want purity. Then you say I am that pure soul, that point of light. I am that inner strength. I am that abundance of peace. That oceanic peace resides within me. And when you know about this and you carry forward this thought, live with that thought and then use it, that's when you don't ask for this. You don't put these things in your shopping list. It's like, when you don't have things in your home, then you put them on shopping list. By now, when you walked in and I asked you this question, this was in your shopping list, right? Yoga is all about reminding you that you already have it, so please don't go out and beg for it. Don't go out and search for it. It's there. Explore it, know it, use it, feel it, experience it, live with it.
And also maybe give it.
Yes.
If you have something, you can always share it.
Only if you know it. If you don't know it that you have it, then how can you give it? So first step is know it, that you have it. When you know I have in abundance, then only you will share. When you think I don't have it, how can you share? Then you're also asking. It's like I'm expecting it, so I have my hand like this. I want it. I want it, right? And the other person, what they are doing, I want it too. If both want it, who's going to give? They both think I don't have it. How are we going to share? So in order for us to share and give, first I should know I have it, and I have it in abundance. Not just have it, but I have it in abundance. Very important reminder throughout the day. Just like, think about it, we all have different tastes, right? Some people like sweet food. Some like very salty food. Some like spicy food, right? So based upon our taste buds, what do? We keep that ingredient very close to us in our kitchen, very close to stove, right? Now say that I like spicy. So I have my chili powder very close to my stove and all day I use it. That's one ingredient. I love to use it all the times, as often as I can, because that's my taste. And one day comes where that awakening comes to my mind. Enough is enough. I think this chili has really adversely affected my health. No more. No more of red peppers. I need to take that and hide it in the back side of the cabinet. And now I need to pour something saltish or some other substitute that will help improve my health. So what did I do? I will take that ingredient and put it all the way in the back and pull something that I want so that my health can start to become better. Exactly the same way, these qualities of our spirit that we are born with, that's peace, happiness, power, purity and health. These things, these 5 ingredients, they are within us, we are born with them, but as we are growing, the acquired qualities, virtues, what are those? Unessential emotions of mind, that's pain, sadness, hurt, worry, stress, tension. All of these ingredients, they come forward. And many times we even forget that we were born with these original qualities. And we start to think that these are the things that are part of my life. So then we put them on the shopping list. So that's when, initially when I asked you, of all the things we have achieved, what is that we really want? And everyone said health, peace, happiness, positivity. Why? Because that we've forgotten, that they are still there. They are within us. All we need to do is know and connect with them and start using them. The more we will use them, the more of that sanskara, that habit, we become used to. Then every interaction, what flows through us? Only peace, serenity, tranquility. Every action that we have and every interaction that we have with the world, what prevails through us? Only positivity, only happiness. Slowly, slowly we become one with them, where we don't have to think that we need it. We are always aware who we are. So, what do we need to do? Yoga reminds us it's something very simple. We have to take these acquired sanskaras, these acquired habits, and take them, shift them in the back of the cabinet, and we have to bring all these positive sanskaras that we are born with, shift them to the front, so that it's arm's length, we can reach and use. Reach and use. And slowly, slowly, we become one with them. So first we have to be aware, and then we have to start using them in daily life. Because if you don't start using them and keep complaining that I'm stressed, I'm not happy, I'm worried, then happiness, peace and health will be so far away from us. It will always stay in our shopping list. Think when we are born, we have our identity through our parents, right? What do we say? So and so is Mr. and Mrs. Smith's son. So our identity is with parents. When we grow and now become a student, then our identity is that I'm honors student. I am 7th grade student. Then we grow more and now we attain a degree. So what happens? Now I say I'm a doctor, I'm a physician, I'm PhD, I'm PT, right? We identify through the degrees. And then few more years go by and the time comes for retirement. Now who are we? So we get lost and we use X word. Ex-doctor, ex-president, ex-commander-in-chief. Because we don't know at that point, we don't know what is our true identity. Now how could it be that if it's our true identity, it keeps changing after every few years? So this is where yoga comes in. Yogic scriptures remind us that our true identity is that I am a peaceful soul. And when we know and understand, peace is what I'm born with, light is what I'm born with, happiness is, bliss is what I'm born with, then I'm never sad, I'm never in pain, I'm never stressed, tension word never comes near me. Think of it. When a physician sees a patient, instantly, first thing he will do is start healing the patient, right? Because that's the expertise he or she has, and instantly he starts to use that expertise to heal people. Now, same doctor, if he forgets that he is a doctor, he loses his memory, will he be able to treat? He'll not know that he is a physician. Similarly, yogic science reminds us that we all are born with these qualities. Don't forget who you are. Don't underestimate your potential. Do not underestimate your powers that God has put His spark of energy, His small fragment of Himself within us. Use that energy, be one with that energy, connect with that energy and manifest. And this is what yoga does. So that's why we start our session always with higher knowledge. What that is? This is called yoga for brain. We start our session with yoga for brain. First know and understand what we are about to do. This is a very higher practice. This is not a small thing that we are about to do now. Yogic practices, yogic stretches, pranayama techniques, meditation. It's not a small thing. Know and understand what you are gifting yourself. What kind of powers you are about to connect with your own self. In our daily lives, we are constantly using cell phone. The usage has become so much where when we go outside the home, what do? We carry that cord with us. We take it to workplace because fear is, what if the battery runs out? So we carry that cord to the office also, right? And now there are chargers everywhere. No matter where you go, you can plug it in. And when you have that cord, then what do you think? Do you have any fears then? You feel so confident no matter where I am. I'm always connected to my loved ones. I'm always connected to the world. And now I have no fear. If the emergency situation comes, I know I can handle it. Right? With that one connection, one cord, my fear is gone. That's in the worldly life. Now, yogic science reminds us that if every hour we remember who we are, there is a very powerful self in terms of Atman, spirit sitting inside us. Just remember that, stay connected to that. That you're connected with that powerful spark of energy that we call it spirit or God or Atman or self. And when you know and be aware every hour that who am I and what kind of powers I carry within me. Can I ever be sad? Can I ever be stressed? Can I ever feel pain? This is the purpose of this weekly session, to bring these reminders to us that who am I? I am not just a simple individual with a physical body. I am that point of light, that powerful energy, that spark of God with the maximum potential. I can do anything that I want in my life. And the last thing I'll share with you before we start our stretches. is that this is a very short-lived life. We all know that. And in this short life, we attain so much. I'll just give you an example of this flower. We have this flower, and we know this flower is looking very beautiful today. But few days later, will this be like this? So we are aware of it. And so I hold this flower in my hand, and I want this to stay as fresh as it is. I'll keep it in my hand 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. 4th day, it will drop out. Now the question is that while I had this flower in my hand, did I enjoy that flower, or was I always in stress of losing it? That is the question that we need to ask. That while we have this life, it's a short-lived life, but while we have this life, am I enjoying this life, or I'm just living for the sake of it? So do not forget, it's a short span that God has given us. Now while we are living, walking through the journey of this life, are we enjoying every moment of it? Or are we worried that tomorrow I might lose this, and next day I have a fear of losing this, and now the whole life will pass by, and I have the regret at the last moment when we exit from this world, we have a regret. We didn't live our life fully. So know and understand, yes, it's short, and many things will acquire and many things will lose. But the main thing that we need to remember is that enjoy and be happy every moment. Do not allow comings and goings of worldly things to take away the laughters of your life, to take away the joy of your life. Remember when we have a celebration and we hire a photographer, and photographer says, smile. And what do? We smile. Why? Why do we smile? We don't want others to look at our picture and say, oh God, look at her. She always has a long face. For others, we smile. We want our picture. Just for the picture's sake, we smile. And here we're talking about our own life. Why can't we smile to light up our life? It's our life. We smile for others, so they look at the picture and say, oh wow, look at her. She has a beautiful picture photo. And now, why can't we do the same? It's our life. We let the constrictions, obstructions come in the way where we can't smile. Why? Because I'm so sad. I'm so worried about future. I'm anxious about the future and angry about the past. Why can't I be in this moment? This moment has no worries. This moment has only and only bliss. So yoga is all about to remind us that who am I, what powers I'm born with, how I can connect and continue to create every moment the kind of life that I want. So with these words of wisdom, we are going to start our yogic stretches. Let's go ahead and stand up.